Honda set to launch 2022 NT1100 Sport Tourer on October 21, 2021. Team Red readies the Africa Twin-based Tourer for liftoff. Honda has played its cards close to the chest when it comes to the upcoming NT1100 Sport Tourer. Ever since rumors started circulating in late 2020. The company has carried on development without a peep. In August 2021, European approval documents tipped off the public to Team Red's hand, revealing that the NT1100 would borrow heavily from Honda's flagship ADV, the Africa Twin. Now, the brand's European branch has set a launch date of October 21, 2021, for the imminent large-capacity sport tourer in a new promotional video. While the teaser doesn't mention the NT1100 by name, the new touring-era tagline is a dead giveaway. If the indirect hints aren't enough for the viewer, Honda also provides glimpses of the new sport tourer, but makes sure that it doesn't give too much away. We've seen our fair share of NT1100 CB1100X renders, but the model captured in the latest teaser is a considerable departure from anything we've seen thus far. In stock trim, it looks like the NT1100 features a tall windscreen and large wind deflectors to improve rider comfort. We already know that the full-size tourer will leverage the Africa Twin's 1084cc parallel twin and produce 101 horsepower, but the video also reveals that the ADV's dual display dash will carry over as well. A quick cut to the bottom of the NT1100 shows a touring-appropriate skid plate, while a long shot showcases two low-mounted auxiliary lights. However, Honda also includes a two-up shot, displaying the NT1100's available top case and passenger backrest. With the European launch set, Team Red is giving us just enough information before the official reveal. Conversely, American Honda Power Sports still hasn't played its hand. In February 2021, the brand trademarked the Transalp name in the US once again, so different branding could explain the delay. Regardless of the title, we're looking forward to Honda's new road-focused tourer, especially if it shares characteristics with the Africa Twin. Honda have released a teaser video for the upcoming NT1100 that confirms its release as October 21. The video is titled New Touring Era and shows standard teaser video stuff. Handsome couple riding impossibly empty roads to classical music. It does confirm a few bits about the bike though, as well as reveal some new details. For a start, it confirms Honda's intention that this bike be a tourer, although quite which side of the touring spectrum it will fall is unclear. The full luggage and big screen seems to suggest a rival to BMW's all-conquering R1250 RT, but the shape and size suggests something more akin to the ever-popular Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. The bike is based on the Africa Twin, sharing the same 1100cc parallel twin engine, but it's clear there's a few other carryovers, including the two-part TFT- and DCT option. As Honda have signaled, we'll get the full story in just under 2 weeks, although we might have to wait a lot longer for the price, which will be key to its success. Honda NT1100 confirmed, Africa Twin-based sports tourer appears in approval documents. Honda's CRF 1100L Africa Twin has already spawned an unusual spin-off in the form of the CMX 1100 Rebel Cruiser, but for 2022 it's getting a more logical sibling in the form of the new NT1100 Sports Tourer. A parallel twin, Africa Twin-powered street bike has been rumored for months, And the NT1100 name was trademarked earlier this year, but now we've got absolute evidence in the form of the European type approval of two versions, the NT1100A and NT1100D, including details like power, weight and physical dimensions. Despite a very different appearance and technical spec, the NT1100 arguably steps into the large shoes of the VFR 800 as Honda's main middleweight sports tourer. Although in line with the recent trend towards taller, more adventure-style models, its dimensions are close to those of the VFR 800 X-Cross Runner. Honda opted not to update the two VFRs to EUR 05 emissions compliance, and as a result the Cross Runner is already dead, and the VFR 800 will follow it soon. The NT1100 will fill the gap they leave. Both the NT1100A and NT1100D use the 1084cc parallel twin-in 101 horsepower Africa twin spec, rather than the detuned version seen in the Rebel 1100. That power is on a par with the VFR, but comes nearly 3,000 rpm lower, at 7,500 rpm, and is backed up by 77 lb-ft of torque, 20 lb-ft more than the VFR can muster. The NT1100A will be the base model, with a manual transmission and dimensions similar to the Cross Runner. Its 1,535mm wheelbase and 2,240mm overall length are fractionally longer than the Cross Runner, but the 865mm width and 1,360mm height to the top of the screen are virtually identical. At 238 kg wet, it's 4 kg lighter than the Cross Runner or VFR 800. The NT1100D shares the same measurements apart from the height, at 1,575mm, suggesting a much taller screen, and weight. It's 10 kg heavier at 248 kg because it uses Honda's DCT semi-auto gearbox. Honda has previously filed patents for a streetbike-style chassis around the Africa twin engine, with a trellis-style front section and a cast alloy swing arm pivot, which may be used on the NT1100. In terms of styling, the bike is said to have a nose that's reminiscent of the XADV adventure scooter, as depicted in the mock-up image shown here, which was created by Japanese magazine Auto Buy based on leaked information about the NT's appearance. There's been no public confirmation from Honda about the new bike, but we'd expect them to unveil it later this year to hit dealers by next spring. Sources in Japan have confirmed that Honda are working on a sports tourer that will be powered by the engine from the Africa Twin. Sales of sports tourers have been on the wane, but adventure-styled sport tourers, such as BMW's XRs and Yamaha's Tracers, have boosted the segment, and Honda are keen to get in on the action. If you're looking at the render and thinking it looks strangely familiar, then you're right. Honda first showed a concept called the CB4X this time last year, powered by the engine from the CB650R. That concept came from Honda's R&D center in Rome, which has penned numerous concepts that have become reality, including the reborn Africa Twin, XADV and CB1000R. At the time it looked like Honda were going to produce a bike to rival the new Tracer 7, however it now looks like they have bigger ideas.